ladies and gentlemen, now we come to bout number 6. I'm going to tell you, I've got a 6-foot man weighing 144 pounds. Look at this man. I'm going to tell you, he made short order. First round, it was an arm bar, it was a tap out, it was a submission. What else can I say, baby? It was at 1 minute and 40 seconds. Congratulations, Mr. Steven Benazat. Tell me what you saw, Steven. Tell me about it, because you look beautiful out there.
Oh man, I know. I work hard on the gym and every day at Chop MMA. Working me out hard. Get put on my back a lot by a lot of big guys. You know, I seen him. That's one move I like to go to. He left that arm out there, so kind of went for it and worked out.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he said his back. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to give you the cliff notes. He threw some vicious kicks from his back. I'm going to tell you, from his back, this man was dangerous. You know, we always say when you're on your back, you're at your worst. I've got to disagree with that with this young man. Tell me about your back game, your ground game.
I drill it all the time and every day, you know, just working on that arm bar a lot. I know he had long arms, to leave him out there, something to catch and grab, so.
Well, I tell you what, did you catch him pretty good with your feet when you were down on your back?
Yeah, I like to think so. I mean, he was pinned against the cage, so yeah, he's so tall. I couldn't really get my foot all the way up there, but yeah, I got him with a couple of good little ones.
Well, I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Steven's talking about how tall he was. Don't forget, Steven's at 6 foot, weighing 144 pounds. His opponent was even taller. He was at 6'1" or 6'1 and a half, right around there, and he weighed 146. That was Azariah Petit. But I tell you what, any shout out before we bring this to a closure to anybody, maybe to your chop shop again.
Just Chop Shop MMA, baby, all day, every day, taking over.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to see a lot of this lanky young man at 6 foot. This man's making noise with his feet. He's making noise from his back. So you stay tuned for our next bout. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to bout number 7. I'm going to tell you, it was quick order. 42 seconds of the very first round. This young man over here, I'm going to tell you, Philip Patterson, this man's a bad boy. 42 seconds. What did you do, baby? You put a full arm bar. I thought you were going to break it there for a little while. Submission, a tap out. Baby, I saw you starting to shake because you were putting so much pressure. Tell me what happened.
That's what we've been working on all my training camp. That's my favorite move, arm bar. I won my first 2 fights with arm bar. I'm on every fight with arm bar.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you started out real scrappy. You took it to the ground, no doubt about it. You knew what you had in plan. You knew what you had in your mind. Tell me, were you able to carry everything that you were thinking you could do?
I did everything I wanted to. Couldn't ask any better situation.
Baby, I tell you what, I'm going to tell you, this young man right here, he was 1-0. Now he is upped it to 2-0. This man, he knows no defeat. SFSMMA, baby. Oh, correction. My bad, baby. He's 3-0 now. I tell you what, any shout out right now, Philip, to anybody?
I want to thank God, I want to thank my family, everyone that came to support me. I want to thank my training camp. I couldn't do it without them. I'd be nothing without Sensation Langston right here. I'd be nothing without him.
I'll tell you, last but not least, as I start wrapping this up, I want to know what is on the roadmap for Team Patterson.
I'm feeling a whole lot of arm bars coming on.
Oh, baby, did you hear that? I tell you what, guys, he's going to put a lot of arm bars. He's going to probably break a little bit, but you know what they say? You don't fake it until you break it, baby, and that's what he's going to do. Stay tuned for bout number 8. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we come to bout number 8. I'm going to tell you, I got to shake this man's hand before I say anything. Justin Healy, I tell you what, congratulations. In short order, I tell you what, that's what you want. At 1 minute and 32 seconds of the very first round. You know what I saw? I saw a rear naked choke, baby. This right here puts someone to sleep real quick. You know what? In quick order of Ronnie Pace. Not to throw any dirt on anybody. The man just met up with a 174-pound massive piece of machine right here. Tell me what happened. Tell me what you saw. How did you evaluate the fight, Jay?
I came out, I knew I needed to push the base because he's taller than me.
Yep.
So just tried to apply the pressure, see if I can gas him out, you know, just keep the pressure up and it gave me a choke.
Well, I tell you what, you got that back, baby. When you got that back, you knew what to do with the back, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Put him to sleep, baby. I tell you what, I see you're out of Rise MMA. You did come in at 0-1.
Yes,
now
sir.
your record is at 1-1. I'm going to tell you, right now I see an awesome piece of machine coming together. Tell me what's changed. That 0-1, I didn't see that one, but I tell you what, I saw a machine tonight.
Came out aggressive with purpose. and have a purpose. Go out there, get it done.
I tell you what, you might call yourself a scavenger. You might call yourself someone who just looks for that opening, but you know what it's all about? It's about taking whatever's given your way, and that's what fighting and MMA is all about. I tell you what, before we close this up, how about a shout out to anybody?
Hey, all my friends, training partners, Andrew Weber, Will Nash, all the guys who cornered me, thank you so much.
I tell you what, we got Plano, Texas at its best right here. I'm going to tell you one more thing before I let this man go. I want to see you back in that cage. Can I count on it?
You can.
Okay, baby. You go ahead and stay up for bout number 9. It's coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, come to bout number 9. I'm going to tell you, this one right here was a unanimous decision. I got nothing but Clayton Mai here. Let me shake your hand, Clayton. Baby, great job. I'm going to tell you right now, I've got to give the fight fan information as I saw it. The first round, I've got to tell you, you saw a lot of legs coming at you, baby. He ended up catching you on your leg. He threw a couple to the head. Tell me what you thought at that point of the fight.
Well, at that point, I noticed he was backing up on me real hard. I was just trying to get in there so I could work my wrestling. He caught me with a few legs, but for me, that's what gets me going when I get hit. That's what gets me mad.
But you know what? Even though I say that, I've got to tell you, I got it right here. But you came back with a strong ground game. That's first round right there. That's what you did. You ended up strong. You know, the second round, what I've got right here, Clayton, I'm going to say, you opened a can of whoop ass. Baby, you took total control in that second round. Tell me what you felt, what changed the whole thing. You took his legs away, I gotta tell you that.
Yeah, well, came in there, got my takedown on him and got good positioning. Worked him, got to the mount, and that's when I started just hitting him with some shots. And that's when I got comfortable.
Well, in my book, it was a tremendous second round for you. And then the third round, I've got to tell you, a tremendous body slam just to start out in the first 30 seconds, baby. Tell me, what was your ploy? What was your thinking? I guess it was taking away his kick, his legs.
Well, he was backing up on me again.
Right.
And so this time, I came in with the jab, got in on the legs, struggled a little bit to get him up in the air because I wanted to go for a big slam, get the crowd going.
Yes.
Sure enough, slammed him pretty good right on his back.
Well, I'll tell you what. Your opponent, Chris, came in the ring at 2-3-1, and you went ahead and made it 2-4-1 on him. But I've got to talk about you. Making your amateur debut now, undefeated, 1-0 in your first amateur bout. What is the roadmap for Team Mai?
Well, there's obviously a lot of areas I need to get better in. But, you know, I just keep training hard, training with really tough guys. Got a bunch of good coaches, and just from here, keep training, get better every day, and get back in there and whip some ass.
I tell you what, I want you to focus right here. Look at this. This man is representing Octagon, MMA, Mixed Martial Arts, right in Dallas. If I remember correctly, I think your mentor even told me where y'all are. Right off
Man right here.
That is, there he is. That man makes noise. But I think y'all are off Central and Knox, right around that area. Is that correct?
Yep.
Right. I think you are. I tell you, any shout out that you want to give out before we close this?
Oh, just all my friends, family, teammates, you know, God. That, you know, couldn't have done it without all of them behind me, and they make it that much sweeter.
Keep your eyes on Clayton Mai. Now we bring, stay tuned for ladies and gentlemen, we come to bout number 10. I'm going to tell you, this right here was this young man's amateur debut. I've got beside me Marshall. Oh, you're 3-0.
Now I'm 3-0. Sorry. It's okay. I forgive you.
I'm sorry, baby. I'll tell you what, we got a little bit of crosswires here, but we do got Agogi MMA. Marshall Gorham, I tell you what, congratulations on the unanimous decision. I will have to tell you, I was sitting right beside one of the promoters here, Brian Kelly, and he made a comment about your fight. Only I know this.
What'd he say?
He said this was probably one of the best fights here tonight. It was a very methodical. It was very strategic. You guys nip and tuck, baby. I'm going to tell you, your opponent, Donnie Bell, was no walkover. Even though, I got to admit, a unanimous decision, you had to work your way through it, but you worked your way through it very well. Tell me about the bout itself.
Well, he was a wrestler. I knew he was going to be a wrestler. I was expecting to outbox him.
Okay.
I've been working on a lot of wrestling myself, but I'm not going to wrestle a wrestler, so I just did what I had to do and outscored him and tried to win. So.
Well, I'm going to tell you, in the second round, I saw you land some tremendous knees to his thigh. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was trying to take his legs out so he wouldn't be able to shoot on me.
Exactly, because we were sitting here commenting about it, and I think you took his legs away from him being able to plant his punches. Is that what you think you accomplished here?
Sure. Sounds like it works. I mean,
I tell you what, Bell was raising his leg. You couldn't see it, but he was raising his leg high, baby.
Yeah.
They want to look at this. Look down here, camera. He was going like that. But anyway, he was raising that leg.
Yeah.
But you know what? I saw you trying to come back in the third round, trying to keep those legs away from him.
Yeah.
Is that what the strategy was?
yeah, I was just trying to keep doing what I was doing, outscore him, throw hands with him. You know, he didn't have a whole lot of boxing experience, it seems, but he was a great wrestler. So I just tried to keep it staying.
Well, you know what? CXCfights.com bringing an amateur show that was second tonight. I'm giving them a shout out right now. You want to give a shout out to anybody right now as we close this interview?
I'd like to thank God. I want to give him the glory. I want to thank all my family for coming out to see me and all my friends rooting for me. And I'd like to thank my coaches, especially Bruce and Josh, for working with me and coming out here today. And I had a great time just doing what I do, and I just want to thank God he allowed me to come out here and fight.
170-pound piece of machine here, baby. It's making noise. It's rocking the cage. Stay tuned for bout number 11.